University. Kindly I seek your indulgence, Honorable Chair, so that...
Which chair?
The chair, Meli.
Yes.
So, Honorable Speaker, I seek your indulgence so that we can have that university opened. Thank you.
Honorable members, that two chairmen are directed to bring preliminary statements this morning. Honorable Meli on Moi University, and I think Raso, did I also direct you to bring something? Let's start with Meli.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I stand here to respond to your direction yesterday that indeed Moi University is in a crisis, and as I submitted the statement from Honorable Omboka on the issue of the university. However, Mr. Speaker, I received a response which is very inadequate, and it could not address the issues that Honorable Omboka and this House demanded from the Ministry of Education, and more importantly from the PS. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, it would not be good that I redirected again that all the salient issues that were raised in the statement be addressed, because it was such a generality that it could not address those particular issues. So I decided not to read that particular statement, and I took it back to the ministry. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Yeah. Is it on the same issue?
Yes, I wanted to...
Go ahead.
Yes. Mr. Speaker, the issue of Moi University is a very serious issue, and especially destroying the lives of our professionals and our professors who have done a great job in going to school to be able to teach our children. Mr. Speaker, we want the ministry to take seriously this matter, because taking it lightly, and yet we are talking about the lives of people who are working there. They have lost their pensions, they don't have an increment of salaries, and they have been put on CRB. Almost all lecturers who took loans, the university is not paying. So we need that thing resolved as soon as possible, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I rise knowing that Keses constituency is where Moi University is situated. And as we seek the information through the Chair of Education, I wish to reiterate an issue that has not been talked about for quite some time, that Moi University, being the only second university in the Republic of Kenya, has facilitated establishment of more than 9 other universities, fully pledged universities. And in the process of establishing, most of the resources then that were earmarked for Moi University all were generated under ITU, especially during the parallel self-sponsored program, were utilized to establish these universities. And no discussion since then have been brought forward to ensure that Moi University is compensated back to where it was before. And I want to raise this one, that the committee, as they are looking at, they should also be able to tell us how much resources were channeled out or were siphoned out to establish the other universities, and no discussion has been discussed to ensure that Moi University is reinstated back to where it was.
Order, Meli, you are out of order. A university opening another campus elsewhere does not amount to siphoning money. It's expansion, and it's a program that grows education. How does that become siphoning money?
Thank you. Maybe, okay, I withdraw that statement. But yes, still, the point here, Mr. Speaker, is that the Committee on Education should be able to come up and inform this Honorable House what shall then be done.
I know for a fact,
yes,
that Moi University produced Kakamega Most University. That Most then produced Kibabi. That has nothing to do with siphoning money at all. Yes, Ocheng? Yes. Ocheng?
The Honorable Speaker, the issue of Moi University is so disheartening, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, that the university is closed and there's no urgency there is no effort towards reopening it immediately, Mr. Speaker. It's a scandal. Mr. Speaker, as the ministry and as the committee concerned brings a proper statement to this House, Mr. Speaker, could they tell us the root cause? If it is tribalism, let us be told so that that is sorted out. If it is ethnicity, if it is bad management, let us be told that that is sorted out. If we will not run that university if you don't get to the root cause of the problem, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's such a deep rot that any assuaging or any boil lancing will not help. Let's get to the root of the matter, Mr. Speaker. Let the committee dive into this matter and deal with it squarely. But as when they are teaching, Mr. Speaker, could we get a date, a definite date when the children, the students will go back to school, Mr. Speaker? Thank you.
Deputy Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for allowing me to be able to speak on this point. The issue of Moi University is very simple and it's in public knowledge. Moi University was one university. Then what it did is it took loans and invested in building a satellite university, which is now Eldoret University. It also built Maseno. It also built another one in Karatina. It also and other places. So what happened is they put in their resources into those universities. Then unfortunately for them, those universities received charters and became independent and went with their money. And therefore they were left with no resources at all. Then what happened is that those universities, once they received their own charters, they decided to hire their own human resources and sent back all the employees back to Moi University. So Moi University now is left with human resource glut that is full over there. They also have debts that they are not able to pay. And so the only way to save Moi University is for the National Treasury to agree to put in resources, pay off the debts, and recapitate Moi University. Another challenge with Moi University is it has a capacity of 14,000 students. But at the moment, under the COOPS program, they only get 5,000 students. With 5,000 students, they are not capable of being able to run, even to break even. They need a minimum of 10,000 students to be able to receive sufficient resources to be able to run the university. So we need to just look at it pragmatically and decide that money has to be put into Moi University for it to come back on its feet. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Is that Nabi? Nabi Nabwera?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have 4 points to make on Moi University. And I'm making this point as an alumni of Moi University. Point number 1. Yes, of Moi University. Point number 1, Mr. Speaker. Unless we address the governance issues in Moi University, we are lying to ourselves. The issue about Moi University is governance. Number 2, Mr. Speaker, it is very disheartening that Moi University, with more than 3,000 hectares of land, which one of us in here has taken over, and is stealing that land without paying Moi University. Truth be told. Number 3, the assets of Moi University.
Order, Nabi Nabwera. That general statement casts aspersions. Take your seat. Casts aspersions on the entire House. When you say one of us in this House, order, members. Order. Rindikiri, take your seat. When you say one of us in this House is tilling 3,000 acres of Moi University, one of us includes the Speaker. I am not doing any such thing. Yes. I'm doing no such thing. So you must be responsible for what you are saying. If you have no facts, that statement will be struck off from the Hansard.
Mr. Speaker,
yes.
I promise to come with evidence, then I will name the person.
When will you bring the evidence?
2 weeks.
On the first day of order. On the first day of resumption after the short
Mr.
recess,
Mr. Speaker,
you must bring evidence to the House.
yes, I will.
Go on.
I undertake. The third point, Mr. Speaker, on the issue of students' capacity of Moi University. It has something to do with how well the university is run. There is nothing KUSP can do if the students know Moi University is poorly run, they will not apply to go to that university. They cannot be forced to go to a university which is poorly run. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I'm calling upon the Minister of Education and especially the Council of University Education to do its role of quality assurance, to do its role of ensuring that they supervise the university so that that university goes back to where it was. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Kainan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as alumni of Moi University, and as the first alumni ever to be elected to a public office, Mr. Speaker, I'm actually shocked, dismayed, and flabbergasted to see that giant institution today struggling. Mr. Speaker, we must call a spade a spade. Mr. Speaker, during our time, Moi University was everything in terms of infrastructure, in terms of academic excellence, in terms of everything. Mr. Speaker, will I be right without appearing not to be preemptive? Taking into account the circumstances that we have an ad hoc committee, not the education committee alone, an ad hoc committee that will bring together the best minds from this House, Mr. Speaker, to investigate the circumstances that has grounded Moi University to where it is, and Mr. Speaker, and suggest remedial measures, Mr. Speaker, as it is. As somebody has rightly alluded, Mr. Speaker, the problem is not even funding alone. The problem is chronism. The problem is abuse, Mr. Speaker, and we are all aware of the history of this university. Mr. Speaker, once and for all, we must side with Moi University so that Moi University does not join the league of institutions that have been run down, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I beg your indulgence to allow us to bring a committee, an ad hoc committee, so that this issue can be dealt with once and for all and comprehensively. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Mandazi.
Thank you so much. Speaker, as one of the graduates of Moi University, I'm really disappointed with the way the university is being managed as at now. Mr. Speaker, I got the name Mandazi from Moi University when it was a university then. I want to say, Mr. Speaker, what Moi University is suffering is the issue of governance. Number two, Mr. Speaker, management in the university has to be sorted out. After sorting out the issue of management, Mr. Speaker, the government has to deliberately put money in the institution because Moi University helped develop other universities. And in so doing, it has gone down. It is time that the Ministry of Education see to it that Moi University comes back to life as the way it was when we schooled there, Mr. Speaker. Otherwise, I want to support that Moi University is taken back to where it was when we schooled there, and that is where I got the name Mandazi, because I was selling Mandazi to other university students, including Majority Leader from the Senate, including the Honorable Cecilia Ngitit. That is where I got Mandazi, and then it was a school, it was a university, and students who graduated from Moi University, including myself, were respected then. Today, it is not a university like it was before. It is time that East House considers putting money into the same university so it can develop and be a university that was before. Thank you, Speaker.
Honorable members, Chairman Meli, what you have attempted to say on Moi University is not only inadequate but unacceptable to the House. As you can see, what your colleagues are saying. This House will be sitting up to the afternoon. At 2:30, you must bring information from the ministry when this university is opening. At 2:30. Adequate or inadequate, you must tell the House when this university is opening. Parents go through serious soul searching to help their children maintained and sustained in institutions. And we cannot, as a responsible house, procrastinate on this matter anymore. Yes, Melly?
Mr. Speaker, I do agree with you wholeheartedly and even the issues raised by members. But when a ministry official or a PS gives a 2-paragraph statement on such a serious matter, it is actually belittling the House. And in fact, Mr. Speaker, I gave out the statement raised by the honorable member, and just to be given a 2-paragraph statement, which is very wrong. Issues facing Moi University on financials, governance, and even issues of poor governance is very big. And I did not expect that, Mr. Speaker, that I bring such a very poor thing.
As chairman of the committee, you know what to do.
I shall take action as you are saying, and I'll bring a statement this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you. Russell.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the statement that was raised yesterday by Honorable Chonga from the floor of the House, there is enough evidence that what the Honorable member raised, the county commissioner, the DCCs, all of them are aware. And indeed, that family, because they don't have enough, the man who had the resources had to throw them out of that land. So it has been confirmed to that extent.
Is Chonga in the house? Is Ken Chonga in the house? That was his statement, right?
Yes. So for that reason, Honorable Speaker, the task that you gave me is that the county commissioner and the DCC are going to sit this morning, and they are going to deliberate on this matter as far as removal of that family from their land is concerned. But what they have also confirmed, the matter is in court. What everybody was wondering is how the family was thrown out of their homestead. So for that reason, the ministry and the county commissioner is seized of that matter, and in the next 1-2 days, they are going to give us feedback that the family is restored back to their homestead. That is what we have gathered so far, Honorable Speaker, but we will also not leave it to that, we will follow it up. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Ken Chonga is not in the house, so we'll leave it there.